Hi everybody, Danny here from Hammerdog Games, and I am super excited to be talking to you today about Denoa, World of Adventure. If you haven't seen the trailer we dropped the other day, you need to stop now, go watch that trailer, and then come back. Here's where you can find that vid. I'll wait for you. It's okay. Go. Back? Perfect. Okay, so we'd like to talk to you today and share what we can. We've got three things to discuss. The first is why did we choose January 1 for the Kickstarter? The second is what is the overall concept? And the third is what did we just see in that video? So here we go, by the numbers. Number one, we chose January 1, 2020 for a bunch of reasons. We know that some of you will be hungover or some will still be partying. Some of you might be already working on your resolutions, but usually New Year's Day is a pretty dead day, and we thought it would be cool to introduce a new world for a new year. So January 1, new year, new world. And then if we get to do more Kickstarters for Denoa, we'll always try to aim stuff around this January 1 date because we want you thinking every new year there's new worlds to discover. Part 2, what is the overall concept of Denoa World of Adventure? Well, the idea here is that Denoa is a world made up of worlds. What the heck does that mean? It means that all the regions have been separated by a divine being. And we don't want to talk about that right now, but just imagine that travel between continents has been impossible for over 1,000 years. And therefore, all these continents have evolved in their own way. They've got their own sort of races or sub-races. They've got classes that are unique to them. They've got monsters. They've got magic styles. They've got all of this stuff that's different and unique to their region. And you are going to explore the world by going from region to region, finding these peoples, finding these cultures, finding all this good stuff, unlocking it kind of like you would do in a video game, and then using that content to push on to the next region. So it's a game of complete discovery and exploration in that respect. So the way you're going to explore this is through adventures, and every adventure that you do will unlock some content for you. Okay? Now, we will be having a dedicated app that will help you to navigate this world in a lot of ways. We don't want to talk about that yet either. Just understand that there's going to be an app to help that will give feedback to us that will allow us to shape the story. So in other words, it has aspects of a living campaign to it. But even though we will have sort of epical events and events will be run in stores and hopefully at conventions, you'll also be able to play it at home with just your friends and family. So the idea is we want everybody to participate in some way. Okay? Part 3. What did you just see in that video? Well, you just saw a set of cliffs come together in front of a little boat that was bobbing in front of the water. Not too much there, but let's explain that. That is set in our very first region, which is called Kalarwin. And Kalarwin is sort of a central area to the whole storyline. We expect a lot of adventures to come out of Kalarwin. We expect a lot of people to just really have the majority of their campaign in Kalarwin. And Kalarwin is an inland sea, kind of like our Mediterranean. And the children, that's the name of the races that the gods created. The children have come to Marala and built countries and very magnificent cities all around it. And that's incredible, but again, they are just now starting to think, well, what about those other regions? Maybe we could get there. And so they're just starting to explore to see if they can reach these other parts of the world. Wonderful. The gates of Marala are the cliffs, the crashing cliffs that open and close at the entryway of Marala, which they do every lunar cycle. Those gates function to cut Marala off from the rest of the world, and that's why that region and those cultures were able to thrive. But they're getting ready now to go through those gates. Exciting stuff. Atop those gates, you see two cities. One is named Daunt, the other is named Loom, and they are the capitals of their respective countries. Loom is the capital of Krakhamen. And Krakhamen is a human nation that lives in a very dark forest. That dark forest is filled with giant spiders that make silk, and the people take that silk and they make a lot of things with them. What they've recently started to make is sails for ships. On the other side, Daunt, very daunting. Daunt is a small kingdom with no natural resources, but their people are politicians and spies. And so information is their stock in trade, and they buy info, they sell info, and they share info as they see fit. They have a relationship with Krakhamen, with Krendor, a great big nation known as Krendor, and some other nations, all in a single agreement called the Compact Against Sorcery. And I don't want to tell you about that, but you can kind of imagine what that is, right? Well, once every lunar cycle, the gates of Morala close and open again. And Lume and Daunt, when they come together, become one city known as Locke. So, that's about all I'm willing to tell you right now, because these gates are getting ready to open. And you have to decide if you're ready to go through. If you do, you're joining us in Denoa World of Adventure. And we really hope you will. We really hope you're going to go to the Kickstarter on January 1st and that you're going to be able to contribute. But if you can't, it's cool. Look for Denoa Adventures. Look for events that are coming out. Sign up for them. Get the app anyway. Give us some feedback. Show us that you're interested in the story we're telling and that you want to be a part of it. And we will include you best we can. All right? So this is our concept. We have got a book coming out, kickstarting January 1, 2020, that mixes a living campaign with a splat book, with a campaign setting, and taking the best of all of those and putting them into one place. Okay? So we really hope you can join us. If you want more information than I've given you here today, you've got to come back for more videos. You've got to sign up at denoa-rpg.com for our newsletter. You can follow us on social media. You can follow me, Danny O'Neill, on Kickstarter. Please do something, anything to show us that you're paying attention, and we will do our best to create a very amazing story that we want you to share and be a part of with us. Okay? Thanks so much for your time today. Happy adventures. Take care out there. Remember, never split the party. Bye-bye.